Well, hello everybody and welcome to Friday's vlog. Today I want to talk about black and white. And not in the sense that you might be thinking, especially with all of the news articles floating around on Facebooks and the Twitters and whatnot. No, before I talk about black and white though, I want to talk about what I did on Wednesday night, and it was to go to a poetry reading. If you haven't been to a poetry reading of any kind before, please go. It really helps to kind of jar you a little bit. It's kind of frustrating the first few times you go, but dating a poet, I have the benefit and pleasure of actually being able to go to a lot of these different types of readings. And just like any type of music, you'll find that there's certain styles and certain forms that you'll like a little bit more than others. But it was a very interesting conversation we had on the way home that I wanted to talk a little bit about this black and white issue. I asked my girlfriend, what is the meaning of poetry? Why is this an art form? What is the goal of this art? And it was really interesting because we both couldn't come up with any type of good answer to that question. You know me at this point, if you've been watching these for a while, I don't let things like that go. I just totally tend to mull this over in my head for a few days, and it came to me this morning, actually. Poetry is an attempt to create gray in a black and white world. And what ends up happening for a lot of people is we tend to be very instinctual, very reactive to the world around us. It's kind of how our brain's wired. And for me, what ends up happening is it's like, wow, when something kind of wrinkles my brain a little bit, I've never thought about it that way. It creates a little bit of gray space, gray matter in the brain, if you will, new connections. It's sobering to realize that we do this all the time. We tend to read a headline and we have this gut reaction. And it's either black or white. It's good or bad. It's racism or sexism. Something, those aren't opposites, I know. But it's something that's very instinctual and reactive. And what these poets were doing such a beautiful job of is creating this question inside of you. It's not even they're coming out and telling you that there's a gray space. It's creating it within you as the experiencer or the listener. And it's such a beautiful thing. Now, the flip side of this is that some people, if you saw one of my first vlogs about being way too left-brained and analyzing a lot of stuff, just like this question, what is poetry? We tend to live too much in the gray. And what ends up happening is we are blinded in this sea of gray to even see the black and white. We just can't even see it. We tend to not know what foot to put in front of which one because we can't see which direction we want to go in. And everything is questions. And how do you navigate in a world like that? You can't even see the black and white. So, I don't know. I'm not making a lot of sense today. I thought this was actually just more of a philosophical question to kind of ponder about a little bit and share with you guys my musings of this black and white equation. But let me know what you guys think about this. If you've had these thoughts before, if I'm alone in the world. And if you haven't seen any poetry, please go check some out. There's probably something that you can find online. I might include a link in the description below to some of my favorite ones. But that's it. Otherwise, have a fantastic Friday. Enjoy your weekend if I don't see you then. And I will talk to you tomorrow.